and watch the news together, they can walk away with entirely different opinions of the information that was given to them. And this is based on a lot of things. Based on their religion, based on what their parents have taught them coming up, based on what their teachers have taught them. I see a major parallel between religion and the news in this regard. And I would say that in this world, people are most programmed by those two sources of information: religion, their spirituality, and the information that comes through the media, which is largely provided by their government. Programming for agenda. And we should ask ourselves, these people who rule over us, when they give us this information, when they program us, what do they want from us? Here in the United States, just like a lot of the Western world, this is my take on what they want from us. They want us to submit to authority. They want us to forgo our own power, and they want us to live our lives as if we're on a conveyor belt contributing to their system. Here in the United States, we go through what we call an education system that socializes us to the norms of our society. In history books, children are told that a white man, Christopher Columbus, discovered the United States. And people are taught to think this way, even though the story tells that there were already other people here. How can you discover something where people already live? You know? That is called programming, not teaching people to think, telling them what to think. So, we're told this story. It's like a fairy tale. This nice sailor man, he arrived here. He was traveling to India looking for spices for the queen. He showed up here and he discovered this beautiful land. And this beautiful land was just right for the white man to come over here and start a new nation. And, you know, there was some slavery and a lot of killing of brown people. But it's okay because it was about setting up a free nation. We're free here. You know? And people listen to this and they take it on and they make it their reality. But what they don't realize is they're not free. They've never really been free. They've never even been allowed to think for themselves. They've been told from a young age what to think, what to believe, and if you don't follow, then you might be a problem. Now, what do those beliefs do to us? They make us put our head down and grind. And that's what so many of us do. We grind our way through school. And then we come out with these skills that are really quite limited, but they make us viable for the workplace. And then in the workplace, what do? We grind some more. And our time, our energy, it generates wealth that goes upwards. Almost everyone in this nation, they don't even see the worth that they created before a chunk of it is taken away to the ruling class. And all this time we're taught that this is normal. This is how it is. This is what we should expect. This is what we should submit to. And what's going on in the world, truth seeker? How are we doing as a people? You know? We isolate ourselves. We focus on ourselves. We forget about our fellow man. We don't see what's happening to the environment. We don't see how this system we've been indoctrinated to, that we all participate in, is not only killing ourselves, but it's killing this world. But we're told to believe in it, and so many of us do, without questioning, without thinking anything else can be done. This has been hurting me my whole life, truth seeker. I've seen what's wrong since I was young. I woke up way ahead of schedule. All I've ever wanted to do is help people break these invisible chains that we're bound by. And really, honestly, my greatest motivation is for the children, the younger generations coming up, so that they can truly live in a better world. Right now, we're living in a world where each generation is worse off because of what's being done. And until we do something to change that, it means more and more consequences for the younger generation, for the unborn generation. You know, the majority of people in this world who are capable of making the change, they need to be awakened. They need to have the truth reach out to them. They need to see what is coming for their children. I don't understand all the people who are my age who have children that just want to tune out the truth. My sister is one of these people. She has 4 kids herself, and I always say to her, you got to wake up, Jen. What's it going to be for your kids? What kind of world are they going to be living in? They're all going to be becoming of age when World War III is starting. You want to see your kids all get sent off to fight in a needless war? Die for tyrants? These are the real questions. These are the real concerns. All of us have the ability to see what's going on if we choose to. Unfortunately, a lot of people aren't making the choice. So, Truth Seeker, to close, we can't make decisions for other people, but we can use our intelligence, our knowledge, and our courage to persuade people to make better choices. In the beginning of this video, we began with religion. Religion has been the common theme throughout. In this world, there are many religious people who are peaceful, loving, caring for all. But there's also a group who have the mentality that their religion is absolute. People outside of their religion are dangerous, not to be trusted, less worthy. This video is trying to reach out to those people. I want them to see how that belief system is dangerous for humanity. Again, I want to bring it back here, Truth Seeker. The King James Version of the Bible, one of the most highly regarded versions, but not the original version. The first ever Bible was the Gutenberg Bible. Earlier, I talked about Manifest Destiny having a gematria of 66. Gutenberg Bible, the first published Bible, has a gematria of 66. Remember, 66 books in the Bible. There is a gang out there that operates by this numerological, gematria-based code. They are the Freemasons, who believe in conquering by dividing. If you look up the original publishing date of the Bible, it is said that the date is not a certainty, but the most recognized date for the original publishing of the first Gutenberg Bible was March 22nd in history, which can be written 22/3 or 3/22. If you're not aware of the Masonic order Skull and Bones, which is a Masonic secret society for rich elite who put people in high places, such as presidential offices, that is a Masonic order. Again, the Masons believe in dividing and conquering. George W. Bush was a member of Skull and Bones. He's from New Haven, Connecticut, where the main branch of Skull and Bones is located, at Yale in New Haven. George W. Bush was the president in 2001 when September 11th happened, and shortly after the wars with Afghanistan and Iraq. And the entire time he was seen as the president, as a leader in this country, he was fueling this rhetoric of Christianity versus Islam, bringing purposeful division into the world. A Masonic man. With regards to that date, March 22nd, the original publishing date of the Bible, 22/3 is a lot like the number 223, which is another number that equals Masonic. in gematria known as Jewish gematria. I don't mean to attack Christians, but Christianity is being used as a weapon. Divide and conquer, Masonic tactics, and their signatures are all over the Bible. They're also all over the Quran. The word Islamic has a gematria of 66. The only reason I know any of this, truth seeker, is because I realized as a person, to get through to people, I had to increase my knowledge and understanding of what's going on in this world. And for more than 2 years straight, I have been working so hard to increase my understanding of this world, only so that I can share it with other people and help them see the truth of what's going on. Before 2013, I saw that people in high places were using divide and conquer tactics, but I wasn't able to articulate who, and I wasn't able to prove who as I do now. I don't mean for any of this information to hurt people. I put out all this information so that people can have more truth and understanding in this world. Because again, that is the only thing that is eventually going to get us over the hurdles that we're suffering from as a people living on this planet. You know, like I said in the beginning, no people of any religion are my enemy. I'm not here to take people away from their spirituality. I just want them to see how we're all actively getting played against each other, and by who. If you're new to my channel, please check out my other videos, the work I share with the numerology and gematria, and how our history has been coded by these numbers, how it's done to us on a daily basis. This is the kind of knowledge that has the power to open eyes and help people see how they're being deceived. The other thing I want to say, truth seeker, from a video I did a while ago, is I had this book in the background. And the reason the book was up in the background is because a lot of people ask me, what's a good book for numerology and gematria understanding? This book, Jewish Wisdom in the Numbers, is full of incredible knowledge. I don't have the book because I'm Jewish. Again, I'm not of any religion. What you should know, though, is gematria. It is a practice that has largely become credited to the Jewish people in recent times. It's a practice that's thousands of years old. It's credited to Pythagoras, who also gave us the musical scale, but it's also possible that it's older than him, going back to the Greeks, the Babylonians, so on. You know, numbers, the language of the universe. The reason this book was in the background is because I think people should read it. Also, it should be known that somebody who found my YouTube channel sent me this book. I didn't even have this book when I started my research. Somebody out there who is Christian sent me this book. If you go online, if you go on YouTube and search, you will see that there are people out there who have made negative attack videos against me, saying I'm a Satanist, saying I'm Jewish, saying I'm in the synagogue of Satan. None of this is true. People are slandering me because I've been honest about my spirituality. And it doesn't matter what religion you are. You shouldn't demonize people no matter what their spiritual faith is. For you Christians who do that, and there's about 10 YouTube videos up on me from people who say they're Christian, demonizing me because of this book, that's not the message of Jesus. You know, I, as someone who doesn't even believe in the full story, seem to understand the message of Jesus more than most Christians I've ever known. And I don't say that as a put down either. I just say that because I'm a student of truth. And all I want in this world is more truth and more understanding and more tolerance and more love. So I hope you can understand my message, truth seeker. Thank you for listening. Until next time.